What's up, guys? It's MB Boxing. I just finished up watching Artur Beterbiev versus Anthony Yarde, and this was a 12-rounder for the unified WBC, WBO, and IBF Light Heavyweight World Championship. And this fight was Saturday, January 28th, from the Wembley Arena in London, England. And this fight was broadcasted on ESPN, ESPN Plus, or in the ESPN app. So in this fight, Artur Beterbiev was able to get an 8th round knockout victory over Anthony Yarde. So leading up to the stoppage, I had this bout scored 67-66 in favor of Artur Beterbiev. So this was a phenomenal fight while it lasted. Both of them put on a very exciting performance. And I got to give a lot of credit to Anthony Yarde. I didn't think the fight was going to be this close. And yeah, it was just a really, really good fight while it lasted. And if you were watching, comment down below how you did have it scored leading up to the stoppage. So just to break this fight down round by round, the first round, Beterbiev, he just came out with more power shots than Yarde. Yarde was trying to go with the jab, but primarily the first round I gave to Beterbiev for throwing more power shots. But it was really just sort of a feel-out round, I guess you could say. Then in the second round, there was one big right hand from Beterbiev, but then some very good counters and uppercuts from Yarde. So I give the second round to Anthony Yarde. I thought he had some good jabs, good uppercuts, so I gave him that one. Then round number 3 was a really, really close round. Yarde had some really nice jabs, but then I just edged the round to Artur Beterbiev because towards the end he landed a massive left hook on Yarde that sort of shook him up a bit. Then in round number 4, Yarde was buckled a bit with a big right hand, but then he was able to land some nice counters. But, the thing is, it was just a very, very interesting round that fourth round was. Yarde was backed up a bit in the fourth round towards the beginning with a big right hand. But then later, Beterbiev was backed up a little bit. So it was a really fun round, like I said. Then in the fifth round, Beterbiev seemed like he was hurt with a big right hand from Yarde, got backed up, was trying to disengage from the action. He got hit right flush on the nose area, backing up. So he looked a bit hurt, Beterbiev did, and I thought that it was Yarde's chance. But then he overcommitted to some shots in that fifth round. Primarily in that fifth round, he was dominating Yarde. Yarde was dominating for 2 minutes and 40 seconds, and then in the last 20 seconds, he overcommitted to a shot when he thought he had Beterbiev hurt, and then he was caught in the corner, and Beterbiev was throwing big combinations on Yarde. So Beterbiev ended that round good, but Yarde, I gave it to him because he won primarily the whole thing, and he also had Beterbiev shaken up a bit. Then in round number 6, that was also a very fun round. The thing is, Yarde had some nice body shots, uppercuts, and jabs. But Beterbiev was able to land one nice shot in that round, but primarily the better work was from Yarde in that 6th round. Then in round number 7, this was also a very, very good round. There's a lot of good rounds in this fight. Yarde was winning basically the whole rounds with big right hands, backing up Beterbiev. This round was very similar to the 5th round, where Beterbiev seemed hurt, seemed shaken up, where he looked shaken up in that 7th round, but then right towards the end, again, Beterbiev caught Yarde overcommitting to his combinations, and he got him backed up, and they both started exchanging in the corner, but Beterbiev obviously got the better of the exchanges towards the end, so I just edged the round to Beterbiev, but it was really, really close because of Yarde's work early. Then in round number 8, Yarde at the start, he got hit with a big overhand right that sort of buckled him back, and then there was another follow-up big right hand from Beterbiev that sent Yarde down. Yarde looked shaken, he looked tired, he got up, was stumbling back to his corner a bit, kept his hands on the ropes. The referee could have stopped it there because he didn't look that good, but the referee gave him all his chances, let it go on. Beterbiev went back in there throwing big combinations on Yarde, and then Yarde's corner stepped up and signaled to the referee to stop the fight, so he waved it off. This was a very good finish from Artur Beterbiev, but it was a very competitive fight while it lasted. But this goes into question, what is next for Artur Beterbiev? I think he's, I believe, now 38 years old. He's 19-0, 19 wins by knockout, recognized as the man at 175. But obviously, there's also there's also Dmitry Bivol there, and that's the fight we all want to see. We all want to see Bivol versus Beterbiev. That's definitely an option that could be next for Beterbiev, like a big pay-per-view, but it's unlikely. It's an option, but I think it's unlikely. But for Beterbiev, I mean, we could expect to see him defend against someone who's ranked somewhere around his sanctioning bodies, like top 3 in either one of them, of the belts that he has. But obviously, the fight that we all want to see is an undisputed title fight with him and Bivol. Like I said, that's an option, but I mean, being with boxing politics and everything, I don't really see it getting made. But it definitely has to be made soon because I mean, Beterbiev can't be knocking these guys out for a few more years. I mean, he's 38 years old, so they have to take note of that when making that fight. But then going into Anthony Yarde, what could be next for him? This is his 3rd ever loss. I mean, he put up a good fight in this one against one of the best in the world, one of the best pound-for-pound top 10 fighters, in my opinion, or just outside it maybe. The thing is, Yarde, I mean, like I said, he backed up Beterbiev a bit in this fight, showed heart, fought hard. I mean, he did what he had to do, even though he did lose. He put a good account of himself, so I wouldn't mind seeing Yarde in against another like top 10, top 15 light heavyweight contender where he could get a nice breakthrough win or something like that. Like, I think Yarde definitely deserves that for his next fight. So overall, Artur Beterbiev, after a grueling 7 rounds, in the 8th round, Artur Beterbiev drops and stops Anthony Yarde to successfully defend his unified light heavyweight world titles. And yeah, that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.